The last.
Oh, big problem. Big problem. Big problem. Okay. Tell me, I saw you last time, Guy. What is happening? Are you still working for Mr. Wu?
I'm working in Bình Dương in a company Spice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bình Dương. Bình Dương?
Bình Dương province.
Yeah, that's where all the rain came down today, and there's a lot of flood water.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Yeah.
Thủ dầu màu.
Yeah, Thủ Dầu Một.
Today.
Yes.
Mưa, rain.
Yeah. Very
Where?
in Bình Dương.
Yep.
This morning.
Yes.
The drain very.
All blocked up.
Yes.
Yes.
Very heavy.
So you have to swim home. Yeah. Okay. Vignon's along about 1 hour from here, isn't it? In the traffic? In the traffic is about 1 hour.
Yeah, 30 minutes là tới Bình Dương.
30
Yes, 30 minutes.
45 minutes.
I thought it was a bit longer. A bit longer than that.
It's gonna become Ho Chi Minh City in future.
Yes.
We'll march. They will march Ho Chi Minh City together with Bình Dương and Vũng Tàu. Become one city.
Really?
Ho Chi Minh City.
Vignon has considered Vũng Tàu.
Yeah,
One city?
yeah. 63 province and cities will be
Does that include Long Binh and Dong Nai?
something like this.
Whoa, that's big.
And become a big area
Wow.
in the future.
Wow.
Maybe coming in the end of this year.
So why, so everything amalgamate? All the provinces then you say are amalgamating to one?
Yeah.
So you're District 1 to District 10? Someone is in District 10?
No more district.
No more districts? Become
They have,
one?
they have only war in city, no
Wow.
district.
Wow. Wow. Okay, what else?
Okay, that's all.
That's all?
And now you
And me?
some speak so that they can practice in
I'd like to hear more.
way more.
Because if I'm to understand correctly now, everybody here has been doing your course here for 2 months.
Yeah, right.
And they
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly,
Some
yeah.
they finish and some.
Yeah, so in that 2 months, before they started, everybody started, they could not speak English. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So now, 2 months later, everybody can say their name,
Yes, of course.
how old they are,
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
and what their work is, their job.
Mm.
Yeah? Okay, so that's in 2 months. So in another 2 months, which is 4 months,
They have to finish that duties.
till finished and
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah, right.
And they have to have some motivation
Yeah,
to want to go and do something else.
yeah, right.
Yeah?
Because with them, when they start to learn this course,
Yeah.
first 2 months is just starting.
Yeah.
So they need that's it, the last one.
Yeah.
So the last one is really important for them to improve quickly and trust on of the skill in English, like listening, speaking, writing.
Okay, so if I can say something about what I see, you have a book,
Yes, of course.
and the book is what I call theory.
Theory, yeah.
The speaking is practice.
Yeah.
So theory is practice.
Yes, right.
So what you learn in your book, you have to
Firstly,
learn to speak practically.
yes, right.
And write down as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So theory is okay, but the best is talk. You learn to hear, you learn to hear the sounds, and you learn to be able to practice.
In this book,
Yeah.
they will learn theory in the lab 1, the page, and they will practice by exercises.
Okay.
And not only writing the missing word, they have to speak.
Okay.
They
Practically
review
speak.
it, yeah, they do this one and
Do they fill it out,
talk, they talk, speak together. And one talk and the one will remember and repeat again. For example, for the first one, you speak and then he will repeat.
Answer. Pardon?
Repeat, not answer.
Okay.
Just repeat the answer.
Helen cast a very big. She want to be there.
Hai là coi lại đi, coi lại là nói cho đúng.
No, but
Đây câu bà đánh đi chú.
Nói coi lại đi.
Chú nói câu bà
Helen car isn't
Helen car isn't very big.
isn't very big, right? Okay.
She want a bigger one.
Helen car isn't very big. You want a bigger car.
Bigger one.
Bigger one.
That's right. Yeah, the way that is for practice. We don't reading. They will speaking on this one, and next they will go to the next one, unit one. They will do the same, and they speak each other.
so when you go through the book from the beginning to the end,
Yeah,
that is 4 months to go right through from start to finish.
nearly not
Not quite.
not finished all.
Okay.
And even the other also change. I change the other in order that they can remember on a detail easier than this book.
Okay. So Van here does not have a lot of time. Okay.
And yes, of
So when
course,
she goes home,
they have no time to practice themselves.
so when she goes home, does she do this book as well?
Yes, of course.
Okay. That's
They prepare some, but most important is they have to speak each other here, right here. They don't be allowed to read when they speak to the friend.
Okay.
That's the way they practice. But of course, for 2 months they just learning. So now they practice more fast and more confident.
And how do you help them?
Yes, of course. I remind them.
You correct them along the way, yeah? And at the end of the 4 months in Australia, in English in Australia, we test students to see what percentage is correct out of 100, for example.
Okay.
Not everything is bad, but is that how you work at the end of this time? Do you
Yes, sir.
check everybody to see how they're going?
Every day when they speak, I understand one by one who better and who need more correct and practical.
Okay.
Because
for law,
in this class, the level are not the same. They are not the same level in the class. Some good, some very
Yeah,
low.
yeah.
But I still accept them. They study together,
Mm.
and just because they have a chance to practice together.
Okay.
Who is low level, they speak slowly.
Yes.
Who good, who speaks faster. That's all.
Yes, and the reason you're all doing it is because you want to speak English to do better in life. Is that really?
Even that they
That's
have
the
to
way.
learn. They have to learn English by clearly about grammar. They're not speaking like reaction. They speak wrongly, wrong in tense, in other grammar method. So that's the reason why they have to learn this book together with speaking practice. You see, so that's they have good skill and understand clearly about English. That's even only through 4 months.
Well, I think it's good that everyone is trying. You know, for you in law, very important, I think, long term, that you be able to converse, speak with people in Vietnamese and English. If you have people ring up want to speak English, yeah, for the law side of things. Yeah,
Hiểu không? Chưa hiểu hả?
Đánh hội thoại.
Well,
Cố gắng nói chuyện nhiều hơn.
you're the lawyer,
Yeah.
okay? If I ring up and I say I want you to help me, oh, I'm sorry, I can't speak English. Well, but maybe all of your firm does all. You will charge.
Yeah.
Try.
Oh, you try. That's it. Okay, righto, so what else do you want to talk about?
Mr. George,
Yes.
in 2024, I went to Australia.
Good.
2024.
2024.
Đúng rồi.
He was 24 years of age or 2024?
I have brother-in-law
Yes.
lives Sydney.
In Sydney.
Good.
Yeah. When I went to your country, I can speak English because I learned to speak English.
So now you want to learn.
So this is, yes, I understand.
So I can speak and I listen.
Good.
How about you listen? You can hear him.
Yes.
Dạ anh đã nghe được ít chưa?
Yeah, I can understand you.
Yes.
Understand you.
I can understand you.
That's good.
A little.
Well, yeah, I think you say you're retired, okay?
Yeah.
It is still good to have the motivation. You know what I mean, motivation,
Là
to
cái
want to
sự
learn to
năng
speak
động á.
English. If you're young and you want to learn to speak English, and if you're old and you want to speak English, it is good that you have that feeling where you want to speak English or learn more, rather than just lie down and not do anything.
That's the reason why the name of class is I love English.
Is that right? That's it. Okay.
That's the motto.
Where does your brother live in Sydney?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Cái vùng nào?
Suburb.
Có biết vùng nào?
Cabramatta.
Cabramatta.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Cabramatta.
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 Cabramatta. Many Vietnamese
Yes.
live in Cabramatta.
Yeah.
Cabramatta is near Liverpool. You would have seen Liverpool near Cabramatta. Fairfield near Cabramatta. Yeah.
Fairfield, Liverpool là gần cái cầu Cabramatta.
Yeah.
I have a friend, Vietnamese friend, who lives in Sydney also, and her son was getting married. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay. I have a friend, Mary Nguyen.
Là một người bạn tên là
Mary Nguyen
Nguyen.
and her husband Thuy Nguyen.
Ừ.
They live in Sydney. Not Cabramatta,
Yeah.
but they live in Sydney, Winston Hills. Okay. Their son get married in Cabramatta,
Yeah.
and they have big wedding reception
Yeah.
in a Vietnamese restaurant
Ừ.
in Cabramatta.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
When I went to Australia, I impressed electric train system.
Yes.
Very comfortable.
Yeah. Good. New trains. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I hope in Ho Chi Minh City in the future, we have
Well,
A chance.
train and
they are trying. They are trying underground
Yeah.
with a Japanese company, I think, to put trains underground in Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time. Yes.
Ừ. Wow.
I think the contract collapsed. I think it did. Anyway, okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, that's good to
So,
hear.
give him your contact and whenever he comes
His
to
brother.
Australia, I contact you.
Yeah, I'll take him around. Yeah, okay. I think learning English is difficult if you do not live in Australia or in England or somewhere else. It is difficult. So I think you are all very good to try to learn to speak a little bit, because one day, you never know, you're all pretty young, okay? One day you might go to Australia and you think, oh my God, if I can't speak English, yes, problem, okay? But if you can speak a little English, it is very good. It helped you. Same time when I come to Vietnam.
Yeah.
If I can speak a little bit of Vietnamese and little bit of Vietnamese, I can make myself understood.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You can speak something, some words Vietnamese. You can speak English. Do you can speak? Can you speak some words in Vietnam?
Some words?
Yes.
Cảm ơn em.
Cảm ơn em.
Chào anh, chào chị, rồi chào hẹn gặp lại.
Hẹn gặp lại.
Hẹn gặp lại, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Xin chào. Em. Yeah.
Chào em.
Yeah, chào em. Chào em và chào anh. Try to tell me the wrong thing.
I'm younger than me. I'm younger than you.
Okay.
You can say chào em.
Chào em.
Yeah.
Chào em, really?
Yeah, I'm younger than you.
Yo.
I'm younger than you.
It's not mean about sex, just only who the age. Low.
Really?
You say or no who are younger than you.
So Chao Ba is older lady.
Yes,
Yeah.
older than you.
Older lady. You're not older lady, so you're not. But you can be Chao An. Okay. Can you be An? What? Chao Go.
Con.
Con.
Chiều.
Gone.
Yeah.
Trần.
Okay.
Con, yeah, like con.
Gone.
Yes.
Con no good in English. Con no good in English.
Not good in English.
Wow. I have met your sponsor. Just your sponsorship to Mr. Wu. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. That's fine. It's just small
Yeah.
to help. But my view is that because I'm old, everybody knows I'm old.
Not too much, not too long.
If I can help, if one person out of 100 I can help, I'm happy. So if we've got everyone here today, 9, 10 of us here today, 11 of us here today, if everybody learns something, some little thing, then we've achieved something. Yeah? And we have to be happy about that. And then, whatever happens, you might be able to teach your grandchildren, you might be able to teach all your children one day too. You've got to find a girl. Okay? You've got to find, yeah, okay. No problem. So I hear in Vietnam, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I hear that the mix of men, males, to females, there are 100 men and 110 men and 100 females. Is that about right, the mix? Because China is different again. So there are more males than females in China.
More female.
More females. So the figure I got was not correct. Okay, I thought so. Okay, so you've got a good chance.
Sorry, male, more male.
Oh, no. Oh my God. Anyway, thank you for saying what you said.
100 người là dư hết 220 con trai rồi.
100 and 120.
Okay, is it?
Yeah.
No wonder you're
She had a number.
Dear. Yeah. So just to say thank you for what you said, but if everybody here in 4 months learns just a little bit that makes them happy and makes them do a little better in life, then we've achieved something, yeah? What do you think about that, Van?
Yeah.
She the one want to relearning because she thought that her current job not no future for her herself. So she should decide to go back learning again in order that she have more better chance in the future.
Good. Good. I remember many years ago, I was asked to go to a school, and I did not know why, but when I got to the school, there were 2 chairs sitting in front of 40 children, 40 students. And when I walk in, I thought, oh, what am I here for? And my friend said to me, you sit down on the chair like this, in front of the 40 students. It was near Bunion, out there. Bunion, yeah, out there. Anyway, I said, what am I doing here? And he said, you can spend the next 1 hour talking and answering all the questions of the students. So I sat there for 1 hour and they asked my name, okay, how old I was, where I worked, did I work for myself or did I work for someone else, what had I done in my life, all of those things. So I think I helped some of them, and one little girl up the back, right up the back, she did not say anything all the way through, did not ask any questions. And she, in the end I said, excuse me, what is your name? And she gave me her name. I said, you have not asked any questions. Can you tell me why? And she said, Mr. Greg, can I have your email address, please? And I said, no, because she wanted to ask questions quietly, didn't want to be in front of everybody. You know? So, but I hope she learned something from that. You know, that maybe it's not always a good thing to be quiet and not ask any questions. It's better to ask the questions, and even if you understand 10% of the answer, at least that's something. And I think for every one of you, including you, every one of you here, to be able to be trying to learn something makes me feel good. Okay, because it means that somewhere along the line you're hoping to do better than where you are today. Yeah? Okay? So in 5 years' time, I should be still here in 5 years' time, we all have to go tick, 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 as to what you have done in 5 years, yeah? Mate, ring up on the phone. Hello, Mr. Greg, how are you? What's this?
I'm in Sydney. Can you bring me around?
Can you help me?
I'm in Sydney now.
Yeah.
So where I can find you if
Yes,
I
yeah.
travel to
Yes.
Australia.
And if I can help, I'm great, you know, yes.
Yeah.
I'd be very happy to do that. Myself, in Australia, I have business. I have business in New South Wales and Queensland. Do you understand?
New South Wales,
Queensland.
Queensland,
There are,
Queensland,
I think there's 7 states in Australia.
Australia.
Queensland.
7,
Okay, Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, Western Australia is 5, Northern Territory, and Tasmania. And the capital territory is, the Australian capital territory is Canberra. That's where all the politicians are. You all understand just what I said? Yeah?
Not sure.
Not sure? Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Greg.
So you want to ask a question?
I have a question. I have a friend. Now he's working in the hospitality department, and he wants to stay in Australia. So how can so what kind of documents he have to arrange, or what kind of visa or something?
Okay. Obviously, the government departments control everything, same as in Canada. Okay. There is a process that you go through, and and that starts generally in the country of where you've been born, okay? And you go to the Australian Embassy or Consulate, and you ask the questions of what I have to do to be able to get a specific type of visa for Australia. If it's a work visa, if it's a holiday visa, if it's some other type of visa. It does cost money, and I think it is unfair. Some of our government policies are unfair where that is concerned, but at the same time they must scrutinise and check every person that wants to get a visa to come into Australia. So for me to come into Vietnam, I should have a visa. To go to China, a visa. To go to Indonesia, a visa. To go to many other countries, I have to have a visa. But I have for 10 years had a card that 21 countries, including Vietnam, give me a card after they check the police on me, my company, my records, in every country. So that when I get that card, I can come into Vietnam, no visa. Because my qualifications, my company, I'm clean, I'm not a bad man, okay? I do good for the country somewhere that I'm in. So I can go into any one of those countries, 21 of those countries, and I don't need a visa.
So how many days you can stay in Vietnam?
Generally,
for what time?
Generally under what they call an APEC, on APEC, right? I believe it's 90 days or 3 months. However, if I can justify to the government of that country that I need to stay longer to do business, to help people, that can actually, same, yeah. So that for business people is very good because you don't have to mess around with all the paperwork and all those sorts of things, you know. I've had mine for about 10 years, or might be 12 years now. But you have to renew every 2 years with our government, firstly, and then our government checks the Vietnam government, they check China government.
It has to renew every 2 years.
So, to answer your question about a visa, it is difficult, but you can go through the process. I have one lady that works for me. She is on a temporary visa, but it costs money to renew if she goes over 90 days or goes over something else. And my opinion with our government is that if any one of you people were working in my country and you're working and paying tax, okay, and you were helping the country, then the government should say to you, I will give you another 90 days. If you were working and then you stop and you try and live off the government somehow, no. So that's briefly how I think it should work, you know. Anyway, because many people, like all of you here, might want to one day come to Australia or go to England or go to France or go to America or Vancouver or New Zealand to help better your life. Then I think it's important that you know how to do it and you can speak English and you have some qualification to be able to do that. Yeah. Does that help you?
Yeah, but
So step one.
Step one.
Go to ring the embassy or the consulate.
Consulate.
And ask them, if you want to go to Australia, how do you go about getting a work permit? Okay, number one.
Yeah.
And then they will give you a list of things that you have to
Yeah.
comply with.
Yeah.